Okay. Hi everyone. Today I'm Julia, and today Seth and I are going to be talking about something we could all use a little bit more of, which is sleep. It sounds simple, but sleep plays a huge role in how we feel and function every day. When we don't get enough of it, everything feels harder. Thinking clearly, staying motivated, and keeping our emotions in check are and just having the energy to get through the day all become more difficult. Whether you're in school, you're working, or juggling both, sleep makes a difference in how we handle life. So you may be wondering, why is it so important? And according to Healthline, sleep helps with performance, mood, physical health. While we're asleep, our body are actually doing so much more. We heal, rebuild energy, and our brains sort through everything from the day. That's why people say sleep on it, and they actually mean this because your brain uses that time to process and reset. Without it, we can feel foggy, easily distracted, or just not like ourselves. Personally, I notice this when I don't sleep. I get irritable, it's hard to focus, and little things start to feel like a lot. It's as if I'm running on low, and I might still get things done, but it takes longer and it never feels like my best work. Some days I'll realize halfway through that I've been dragging all day just because I didn't let myself sleep properly the night before. Very Health also talks about how poor sleep is linked to anxiety, depression, and stress. That matters especially for people um, very young, but it can apply to all of us. Most of us are dealing with pressure from school, jobs, relationships, or all of the above. And when we take sleep away, we're removing one of the biggest things that also help keep our bodies steady. Without it, our stress feels heavier, our motivation drops, and emotions are harder to regulate. Sleep also affects how we think and remember things. The CDC says sleep supports memory and helps with learning. And that's important for students. If you ever stayed up really late to study and then completely blanked out the next day, you've seen this, and you've probably seen this in action. It's frustrating, but it makes sense. Your brain didn't get enough time to absorb what you were trying to learn. So even though you're cramming, that might feel productive in the moment, but it can actually hurt you more in the long run. And it's not just about how we feel the next day, but over time, not getting enough sleep can hurt our immune systems, um, our heart health, and even our weight. And the CDC links chronic sleep loss to higher risk of heart disease, high blood pressure, and weaker immune systems. That means sleep is more than just rest. It's also part of how we take care of our health long term. And it's so simple, yet we often skip it. There's also this idea that staying up late is productive. Like if you sacrifice sleep, you'll get more done, but that's not really true. You might be awake longer, but the quality of what you're doing usually drops. You make more mistakes, you focus less, and everything takes more effort. So instead of gaining time, you're spending more energy on tasks that could have been easier if you had rested in the first place. When we talk about taking care of ourselves, sleep should be part of that. And it's not just something we do at the end of the day, but it's a need, it's a necessity, like food or water. And when we ignore these, our bodies eventually remind us, and it sends us a signal, usually by crashing or getting sick or shutting down. If you've been feeling unmotivated, tired, foggy, it's not always the only thing, but it's often a big piece of the puzzle. Getting more rest won't fix everything, but it makes things easier to face within the day. So don't wait until you're burnt out. Start paying attention now. Go to bed a little earlier. Put your phone down sooner to eliminate blue light and give your body the rest it needs. You might be surprised how much better you feel by making sleep a bigger priority. Now I'll hand it off to Seth, who's going to talk more about how to improve sleep, build healthy habits, and rest a little better.
Hello, everyone. My name is Seth Vasquez, and I am doing a speech with Jediah on the importance of good quality of sleep and why sleep is essential for a good life. As Jediah has already said about why sleep is good for you, I'll be telling you about how to be getting a good quality night's rest. Firstly, we're going to talk about our consistent sleep schedule. The first definition that we have to define is circadian rhythm. The circadian rhythm is basically your internal clock, which regulates 24 hours. It also controls your sleep and wake cycle. The second definition we have to define is social jet lag. Social jet lag is basically the avoidance of sleeping in on your day off to avoid social jet lag. It is the relationship of your circadian rhythm to your social duties, such as your work and school. Social jet lag you want to avoid is primarily due to you messing up your circadian rhythm, which would not let you get a good night's sleep every single day. Secondly, we want to talk about our stimulant controlment. Keep activities that are not related to sleep outside of bed. This could be your phones, your TVs, even your worries throughout the days could keep you awake at night. You want to make sure these are always outside of your bed when you're trying to sleep. If you are having difficulty going to sleep, which should be approximately 20 minutes, then you want to get outside of bed and do something calming. This could be reading a book or meditation. We would talk about more why we should be keeping phones and TVs outside of our sleep schedule further on. Thirdly, we have the risk of consuming before bed. We want to avoid substances like coffee, alcohol, even nicotine, as these substances causes you to toss and turn in bed, not allowing you to sleep. And like we talked about, 20 minutes, approximately 20 minutes, we want to get out of bed and do something calming yet again. Eating lightly and drinking less before bed prevents nocturnal awakenings. Even drinking a lot causes you to wake up throughout the night or not even sleep at all. We want to avoid heavy workouts 2 to 3 hours beforehand, as this allows time for our bodies to lower our temperatures, which a higher temperature causes us to stay awake in bed. And fourthly, we want a wind down routine. This wind down routine should be through 30 to 90 minutes, and it should be something relaxing. We should be taking a warm bath. We should be reading or yet again meditating, as these all allow us to sleep within that 20 time period that we wanted. Our wind down routine should also include reducing screen time and limit blue light exposure. Blue light, like we talked about with phones and TVs, suppresses melatonin and delays the need to sleep. This is why whenever you go online and you're looking at information of how to go to sleep, people say to take away phones and TVs because it decreases your melatonin. In conclusion, as Jediah and I have discussed, sleep is an important contributor to living the best days in your life. A good night's rest aids your body's health, replenishment, and memory. Just a reminder of how to get a full night's rest. We want to keep a consistent sleep schedule, no electronics or blue lights before bed, maintain a wind down routine, avoid stimulants, and minimize distractions. I hope everyone keeps in mind of these important facts as they lay their heads down tonight. Thank you.